Wow, Emily, it's been forever since we've done this. I almost forgot what it's like to actually go out.
Right? My social life has been Netflix and sweatpants for so long, this feels like a culture shock.
Same here. But hey, it's good to switch it up. A little music, some laughs, and questionable dance moves?
Hey, I have excellent dance moves, thank you very much. The sprinkler is a classic.
Sure, if we're stuck in 1995.
Oh, come on. Let me see your moves, then.
Nah, I'm good. I'm more of a stand and observe kind of girl. Besides, the DJ's playlist isn't exactly inspiring me.
You're impossible. But seriously, how have you been? Work still crazy?
Oh, you know it. Meetings, deadlines, emails. It's like a hamster wheel that never stops. And you?
Pretty much the same. Except my will comes with extra drama. Yesterday, my coworker spent 20 minutes arguing about whether Dog Eat Dog World is actually Doggy Dog World.
You're kidding.
Wish I was. And the worst part? I started second guessing myself. I had to Google it.
Classic workplace debates. Remember when we used to argue over the proper way to pronounce GIF?
Oh, I remember. And for the record, it's GIF with a hard G.
Nope, still Team JIF over here.
Ugh, we're not doing this again.
Fine, fine. Truce. Let's talk about something less controversial. Like, I don't know, your love life?
Why does everyone want to talk about my love life?
Because it's like a rom-com waiting to happen. You're charming, funny, and slightly clumsy, the perfect lead.
Thanks, I think. But no rom-coms here. Just me, my plants, and the occasional swipe through dating apps.
Still nothing promising?
Nah. Last guy I matched with asked if I'd be okay with splitting the check at Starbucks, before we even met.
No.
Yes. I'm all for equality, but at least wait until we're face to face to cheap out.
That's rough. What happened to chivalry?
Apparently, it's been replaced by Dutch treat policies.
Yikes. Okay, we're officially switching topics. How's your new apartment?
Actually, it's great. It's small, but it has a cozy vibe. Plus, I've discovered my new favorite hobby, people watching from my balcony.
That sounds oddly entertaining.
Oh, it is. Last week, I saw my neighbor arguing with his cat. The cat won.
Naturally. Cats always win.
Speaking of cats, have you thought about getting one? They're the ultimate stress relievers.
Tempting, but I can barely take care of myself. A cat deserves better.
Fair. So, what's next for you? Any big plans?
Not really. Just trying to survive the daily grind. Maybe plan a weekend getaway. You?
Honestly? I just want to finish a book. Every time I start one, life happens, and I'm stuck reading the same chapter for weeks.
Relatable. Life's too busy. Maybe we should start a book club. A low-key one, with snacks.
Ooh, snacks. I'm in.
That wasn't such a bad night after all.
Agreed. And who knows? Maybe we'll even be back next weekend.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. One adventure at a time.
Fair enough. But next time, you're dancing.
Ugh, fine. Just no sprinklers, okay?
Deal.
Excuse me, sir. You seem lost in thought. What's on your mind?
Oh, just reflecting on life. Sometimes, the journey feels longer than the destination.
I see. But I've heard people say the journey is what makes life meaningful. What do you think?
I agree. It's the small moments, the victories, and lessons along the way that shape us. You only realize their importance when you look back.
Do you think success happens all at once, or is it gradual?
Success isn't just about wealth. It's about contentment and peace, knowing you've done your best.
Is happiness a choice?
Yes, happiness is a mindset. It's about finding joy in the small things, like a good conversation or just being alive.
Do you think the younger generation focuses too much on success and not enough on happiness?
The desire for success is natural, but balance is important. Too much focus on one thing can lead you to miss other joys.
How do you find that balance?
Over time, you learn what matters to you. Life isn't just about achieving goals, it's about how you treat others and making a positive impact.
Does life get easier as you age?
Life never gets easier, but we get better at handling it. Time teaches you what's truly important.
It's easy to waste time on things that don't bring happiness.
Exactly. It's the quiet moments with loved ones or alone with your thoughts that leave a lasting impact.
What's the most important lesson you've learned?
Life is short. Spend time doing what brings joy, with people who matter. Create your perfect moments, and don't fear mistakes, they teach more than success.
I needed to hear that. Thank you.
Life's a journey of learning, never ending. Enjoy the ride.
I'll remember that. It's not about the destination, it's about what we learn along the way.
Exactly.
It seems a bit squishy. You might want to pick a firmer one. The best ones are usually a little more crisp.
Do you know if this cucumber looks good? It's a little soft.
I get it. It can be overwhelming sometimes, especially with all the organic and non-organic options. But I usually go for the ones with the darker skin, they seem fresher.
Thanks. I always feel like I'm picking the wrong ones. There are so many choices here.
I think it depends. Organic is usually better in terms of fewer chemicals, but if you're just trying to eat more vegetables, either way is a win. Fresh is always best.
I've noticed that too. I'm trying to eat healthier, but I'm still not sure what's really better for you, organic or non-organic.
Yeah, and don't forget to check the produce for any signs of ripeness or damage. Sometimes the best ones are hidden in the back.
That's a good point. I'll focus on getting more fresh veggies in my meals and maybe slowly start with the organic ones.
I do. I come once a week to stock up on veggies and fruits. I try to eat a variety, so I switch it up each week. Keeps things interesting.
I didn't even think of that. Thanks for the tip. I'll try to look more carefully. How about you? Do you come here often?
That's a good strategy. I tend to buy the same things every week: spinach, tomatoes, peppers. But I think I should start adding more variety, like you.
You should. Different vegetables give you different nutrients, so mixing it up is great for your health. I even try new ones that I've never had before.
I might try that too. I've always been a bit hesitant to try new vegetables. What's the weirdest one you've tried?
Probably kohlrabi. It's a bit like a turnip, but with a cabbage-like taste. Not for everyone, but it's worth a try if you're feeling adventurous.
I'll have to look that up. Thanks for the recommendation. I think I'll stick to my cucumbers for today, but maybe next time.
Anytime. And hey, if you find something new, let me know. I'm always up for trying something different too.
I will. Thanks for chatting. Have a great day.
You too, enjoy your veggies.
So, I wasn't sure what kind of place you'd prefer, but I thought burgers and fries were a safe choice.
It's perfect. I like this kind of vibe, no pressure, just good food. Besides, I've never met a burger I didn't like.
That's good to hear. Are you one of those people who go all out with toppings, or do you stick to the basics?
Oh, I'm all about experimenting. One time, I tried a burger with pineapple and barbecue sauce. What about you?
I'm more of a traditionalist. Cheese, lettuce, tomato, and maybe some pickles. Pineapple sounds like it's crossing the line, though.
You're missing out. Sweet and savory together is underrated.
I'll take your word for it for now. By the way, how did you feel about meeting through the app?
Honestly, I wasn't sure what to expect. It's a little nerve-wracking at first. You seemed genuine, though, so that helped.
Thanks. I felt the same way. It's hard to know if someone's real or just putting on a show, but you felt easy to talk to right away.
That's a relief. So, what do you usually do on Friday nights if you're not on a date?
It's usually pretty laid back. I might watch a game or catch up on a show. What about you?
I'm usually in the kitchen trying out a new recipe or curled up with a book. Cooking is kind of my thing.
That's impressive. Do you have a signature dish?
I make a great spaghetti carbonara. You? Are you a kitchen person?
Not really. My specialty is reheating leftovers, but I can make a mean grilled cheese.
Well, that's a start. At least you won't go hungry.
True. If we were ever stranded somewhere, you'd definitely be in charge of meals.
And you'd handle what? Building a fire?
Exactly. A solid survival team.
Speaking of survival, do you travel much?
Not as much as I'd like. I've done a few road trips, but nothing too far. You?
I've traveled a little. Italy is at the top of my dream list, though. I want to eat my way through Rome and Florence.
That sounds amazing. I'm guessing pasta would be your focus.
Definitely. Pasta and gelato.
Good choices. What else is on your bucket list?
I'd love to try surfing someday. Maybe even skydiving if I'm feeling brave.
That's bold. I've always wanted to go scuba diving. The idea of exploring underwater is fascinating.
That sounds incredible. Maybe one day we'll tackle both surfing and scuba diving.
Deal. So, what do you think of the fries? Are they up to your standards?
They're perfect. Just the right amount of crunch. How's your burger?
Pretty good. Still not sure about the idea of pineapple, though.
You'll come around. Just wait.
Alright, your turn. Tell me something I wouldn't guess about you.
I used to be in a band in college. I played the guitar.
That's awesome. What kind of music?
Mostly alternative rock. Nothing serious, but it was fun. What about you?
Okay, but don't laugh, I am a fan of romantic comedies.
Really? That's unexpected. Do you have a favorite?
Notting Hill. I've probably seen it a dozen times.
Great choice. Looks like we just found our next movie to watch.
I'll bring the popcorn.
Deal. By the way, do you have room for dessert?
Always. What are you thinking?
Milkshakes. Chocolate, obviously.
Perfect. Let me go grab a couple. Extra whipped cream?
Always.
Looks like we're in for a long wait. Flight delay's never the best way to start a trip.
You're not kidding. My flight was supposed to leave hours ago. Now it's delayed again. Where are you headed?
London. You?
Same here. Business or pleasure?
A mix. I'm attending a tech conference, but I added a few extra days to explore the city. What about you?
All business. Meetings and presentations. What's the conference about?
It's focused on AI and machine learning. I'm in software development, so it's right up my alley. You in tech too?
Not quite. I work in finance. But AI is becoming huge in our field: risk analysis, fraud detection, even predicting market trends.
It's amazing how AI is touching every industry. Is this your first time in London?
I've been a few times for work, but I never really got to explore. You?
My first visit. I've got a list of must-see spots: Buckingham Palace, Tower of London, and maybe a walk by the Thames. I'm also excited to try the famous fish and chips.
You'll love it. If you're into history, check out the Churchill War Rooms. Fascinating place.
That sounds great. I'll add it to my list. Know any good restaurants in London?
Dishoom is fantastic for Indian food. Just make a reservation, it's always busy. And if you like street food, Borough Market is a must.
Thanks for the tips. So, are you based in the US?
Yeah, Chicago. You?
New York. Big city life. How's Chicago treating you?
It's a great city, amazing food, great skyline. But the winters? Brutal. What about New York?
Love it. The energy, the diversity, it's like no other place. But yeah, winters can be tough. What do you usually do during delays like this?
Depends. Sometimes I work, but today I'm just scrolling through social media. How about you?
I usually read or listen to podcasts. Right now, I'm reading Leaders Eat Last by Simon Sinek.
Great book. What's your biggest takeaway so far?
The importance of trust in teams. It's something I'm working on with my team.
That's key. A strong team can make all the difference. Ever thought about picking up a hobby to pass time during delays?
Funny you ask. I've been thinking about trying photography. Airports seem like an interesting place to start.
Definitely. So many stories in one spot. I'm into photography too, mostly landscapes. Got a camera yet?
Not yet. Still researching. Any suggestions?
A DSLR or mirrorless camera is a good start. The Canon EOS Rebel series is beginner friendly.
Good to know. Do you share your photos anywhere?
Occasionally. I have an Instagram account, more of a hobby than anything serious.
Nice. What's your handle?
It's at Mike Lensview. Feel free to check it out. What about you? Any hobbies?
I'm a bit of a foodie. I love trying new recipes. It's my way to unwind.
That's awesome. What's your specialty?
Lasagna. I've perfected my recipe over the years. You?
I'm not much of a cook, but I'm great at finding good restaurants. Have you tried deep dish pizza in Chicago?
Not yet, but I've heard great things. Any recommendations?
Lou Malnati's is the best. Don't leave Chicago without trying it.
Finally. Time to board.
About time. It was great chatting with you, John.
Same here, Mike. Safe travels.
You too. Maybe we'll cross paths again in London.